Hi, this is my video response for should athletes be paid. Um, I think they should be not paid any more than what they're getting already. The video that we watched is about 10 years old. There have been a lot of changes in the NC2A in the last decade, but especially in the last 3 years. A lot of legislation I think that's come out of the O'Bannon case, where they're suing for likeness and some other things, um, has led to not only do most athletes, especially the ones that we were watching, football, basketball, get full scholarships. That means that their tuition's paid for. They get free room, all the food they can eat. Um, they get stipends on top of that. So now that they have cost of attendance, which can be anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000, depending on the university, plus travel, plus a laptop. They also get $500 a semester for a clothing stipend or anything else that they want. So basically, they have no bills. They get, almost $1,000 a month because school's only 8 to 9 months on top of that. Plus, they get all the academic stuff. I think one of the things people have to realize is that the NC2A does not pay anybody. They basically are a warehouse where they take in money and then they distribute money based on your conference, which now has TV deals like the Pac-12. Each school gets about $20 million. But even with the $20 million, there's only about 3 schools in the whole Pac-12 that actually make money during the year. So the reality is that students are paying student fees that cover athletics, and athletics is a little bit out of control at almost every university. So you're always talking about fundraising, private money, that type of stuff. So, I think in terms of paying the athletes more, it's just never going to work. Not in the system that we have, not with Title IX. They're already having issues with, they're saying, okay, well, we'll pay, the 115 with football, basketball, men's and women's basketball, and football, you have 115 automatic full rides. And so just to cover that is close to impossible, and that's why you see how many you have to have so many more women's sports to cover men's sports because of Title IX. So there's no way in the system that you could ever pay the men without having to pay the women, and it's just not going to work. There's no money. I don't care how much you can claim the NC2A makes this. Again, NC2A does not pay the athletes, the individual, or offer scholarships. And the National Letter of Intent is a binding contract within the system. So, and a university can let a kid out of an NLI, but it's the NC2A who actually has the rules regarding that type of stuff. So, the athletes are already getting plenty with less than 1% of them going professional. And I think what's missing in this is that you don't have to have a college degree to play professional sports. It's not an issue. So if you want to go to college, go to college. If you want to play sports, play sports. And you'll say, well, you have to go to... No, you don't. The reality is football is the only major sport that doesn't have a minor league. And so that's why it's as big as it is in college athletics. In baseball, most of the best players don't even play college. They might, but they don't. It's one of the biggest problems baseball coaches have is they sign 10 guys and the 8 best go to the pros. Basketball is a one and done. What does that mean? It means you have to pass 6 units with a C. So that's 2 classes with a C to be eligible for to play in the NC2As. And then you can leave. One and done, and that rule might change to be 18, and there's already people who aren't going to college and playing somewhere else professionally. So football is the only sport where you have to play in college pretty much in order to go professional, and that's only 1% of the people actually make it pro. So, the reality is there are plenty of universities that don't have football where kids come and walk on, and most of your players are walk-ons in every other sport other than football and basketball. So in terms of the Knight Commission website, it's good to see that there's an overarching thing that kind of tries to keep athletics reined in. The NC2A is just a huge monopoly conglomerate that, in order to justify their being, create a ton of paperwork and stuff for head coaches to justify all their jobs. That's how I feel about it. But the Knight Commission, they don't have as much power. I'd like to see them have a little bit more power. I really like their 1+3 model, where academic integrity, fiscal integrity, and accountability. It's good that they're working towards better gender and racial equality for coaches and administrators. And I think that you need a watchdog to overlook somebody like the NC2A, who wields a lot of power with very, very little. There's nobody that actually checks them. So that's my video. Hope you guys are having a great day.